We're going to solve for the variable. We're going to find the exact value. Well, all four of these are done the exact same way because they are all of the same type. We can write both sides as the same base. So if you have b to the x equals b to the y, that implies that x equals y. So in part A, we could write 16 as a base of 2, namely 2 to the 4th. So because we have two things of the same base on both sides of the equation, we can set the exponents to be equal. That means x equals 4. The goal, again, for all of these is to get both sides to be the same base. In part B, same deal. 25 can be rewritten as 5 to what power? The second power. Because we have the same base on both sides, we can set the exponent to be equal. And in this case, we have to do a little bit of work to solve for x. We'll add 7 and divide by 3. So x equals 3. In part C, both sides need to be written to a common base. 1,000 is not an easy base of 100. Again, difference between multiples and powers. The common base would be 10. 10 squared is 100. And 10 cubed is 1,000. Notice the use of parentheses. The reason the parentheses are there is because when you have a power to a power, what do you do with the powers? You multiply. So on the left, we now have 10 to the 6x plus 2. Be sure you distribute that 2 through. And on the right, we have 10 to the 12x plus 27. Again, distribute the 3 through. That's fun to say, 3 through. Since we have a common base on both sides, we can set that exponent to be equal to each other. Bringing the 27 to the left, the 6x to the right, we get negative 25 equals 6x, which means that x is negative 25 sixths. Again, write both sides as the same base. You might have to change both sides. In part D, in order for us to break this up correctly, we need to get rid of the 2. As a comment, because of order of operations, we cannot multiply the 2 and the 6 to make 12 because that 6 has an exponent. So order of operations says exponents before multiplication. So we have to get rid of the 2, and the way you get rid of the 2 is by dividing both sides by 2. Dividing by 2 on the left, these 2's cancel, don't do anything with that 6, and you get 6 raised to the x squared minus 2. And on the right, 72 halves makes 36. Write it as a common base. 36 is 6 squared. Since the bases are the same, that means the exponents are the same. X squared minus 2 equals 2. I'm going to bring this up here, which means that x squared is 4. And take the square root. X is 2. Or is it? Remember, when you square root an equation, include a plus or minus. Always, always, always Coca-Cola. No, don't drink Coke. It's terrible for you. All right, so these are all done the same.